Hi, Nicole Reloaded.
Hi, Uncle Tim. Talk.
Hi.
Oh,
your sound is really your sound is really messed up. Is this my computer that makes all these problems? I've had computer problems all the time. Nicole Reloaded, do you know anything about computers? Because what I have is an Apple computer in my living room, and my main computer, the tower, is in there, which has the Comcast on it. And then they have this thing called, I guess, a router or a splitter or something.
I don't really
and it's plugged in way back there on that wall. But I keep having all these problems with this computer. I mean, the vision going out, and it's brand new.
Is it buffering?
No. Right now, it's just your voice is really breaking up real bad.
Buffering.
But yeah, not a lot of buffering, but it's like the vision go in and out after a while. I think
I can email you and walk you through on how to clean it out.
Yeah,
I know stuff. I mean, I'm not super great, but I can tell you how to go in and like clean out the clean out your catch, reboot it, make sure it's up to date and stuff like that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I do it for my dad and stuff all the time. I'm pretty all right. I'm not that good.
I'm thinking that I can take that little box they gave you, this little what do you call that? This thing.
Your modem. Your modem.
No, the modem's in the bedroom, but there's
your
like
router.
A router. It's not a router though. It's just a little extender. I'm thinking about putting it on a long extension cord and bringing it closer to the computer, but then it's farther away from that computer.
Why don't you, Uncle Tim? Why don't you just buy you another one to have one in the living room, and then for your computer in the living room, and then you keep the one. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They don't cost that much. Just get another one and put it in the living room, right there where you are, so you don't have any interruptions. You don't have to drag no cords and have anything all in the way. Just get an extra one. People do it all the time. They don't cost that much.
Oh yeah, no, they don't cost hardly anything. They only cost like $30-something.
Yeah, and they're wonderful. Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful? Just ask and you shall receive. So that's a great idea. Hallelujah. I didn't know you could have more than one of those things though.
Yeah, okay. You can have them all. You can have them all over the all over your home. I actually, while I'm telling you that, I actually need to get one because I have high Wi-Fi, but I'm out close by the mountains. So my thing is always messing up. They keep running into the transformers out here. The alcoholics, they just keep running into it. I don't know why they won't put some steel and concrete around it, but it never fails.
Right. Well, thank you for that information. That makes total good sense.
Yeah.
I'll do it today. I'll do that today. So.
What are you talking about? I came in a little late. What were you talking about?
Okay, so I started off. I still gotta figure out how to deal with this stump thing. She made 3 videos about me yesterday. So every opportunity she gets to talk shit about TimothyBlaine. People send me links and tell me, "Oh, she's over there talking about you again." So I just turn the most disgusting things you can imagine saying. So usually what I do is come in here and I try to stomp a cockroach life out of her hard enough so she'll leave me the fuck alone, right? Sometimes you have to get a snake off you, right? But this thing, I think she's a mental patient. I think she's mentally ill. I think she's a frustrated, old, ugly, transgender or drag queen. Someone that is ashamed of how they look. She will not show her face anywhere. And I also believe that possibly she is banned from YouTube, because why would she need somebody so pitiful as Vivian, right? She's used her channel like her own channel. So there's a good possibility that she is not showing her nasty face because she is not supposed to be on here.
Well,
and we went from there, and we went from, because this is spousal, what do you call it?
It's domestic violence month.
Okay, domestic violence month, right?
Yeah.
So I was
domestic violence awareness month, to be exact.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what we're talking about. Almond Brown and I. I was telling her my experience. The ones they keep trying to downgrade and talk about my mother so badly. I was trying to explain that and what that is. Some things are serious. I know YouTube. They always say after they act so bad, behave so badly. This is YouTube. This is you. Like they get to determine what YouTube is. We don't have to be the most disgusting people on YouTube. That is not a requirement. Oh, we're the black sector. We black, so we got to go the lowest. No, that's not necessarily so. You can still have integrity and be on YouTube, honey.
Right. Well, I know I probably get my head cut off for this one, but from my experience being on YouTube, I can easily see what's going on. The beef sector has its history, and you have someone that's watched you and studied you for a while, and they're your name brings numbers, Timothy, Uncle Timothy, you know that. So when you respond, you put money in people's pockets. So you make the decision if you want them to grow or not. They can't grow without your response.
Right. Yeah.
And people do that. They see it from other content creators. But what I would say is, after you branch off of that, people will always know you as the content creator that rolled the nuts or the vagina lips of another content creator to get your spot. You would never be known as an original content creator. You'll be known as riding somebody else's spot to get riding TimothyBlaine's algorithm, or James Caldwell or Sean Bradley or Wiley or Tasha K or whoever. Right. Tasha K can't take away that what blew her up. Cardi B,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our sector, the beef sector is not really that big, and as they can see with the rules and stuff on YouTube are changing, channels can't be consistently like that. I don't see why anybody didn't pay attention to Facebook, Instagram, and all of that being shut down, and that whole progressional hearing how they're trying that they're going to shut things down. So I would suggest people will start coming up with some original content, because it's easy to roast and drag people, but I would actually like to see the talent that people have on these YouTube streets. And I've been challenging people for a while. I challenge, don't talk about TimothyBlaine for a week. Don't talk about the other content creator for a week. Let's see what your numbers are then.
0. And am I gonna watch her? There's no reason to watch her, honey. She ain't got no content at all. All she has is old drag queens in her thumbnail and steals their material. Right? Then she tries to incorporate Chopper, so I guess she feel like he's some kind of doxer. So she wants to incorporate. Oh, where you at, Chopper? Is Chopper? Somebody go get Chopper. Girl, she's just a mess. And a lot of these people, I believe,
well, that's just bait.
Are mentally ill. Some of these people are mentally ill, though. They have no boundaries. They're crazy.
That's just bait. That's just, they throw out. It's just like fishing.
Right.
Like my sister Shelly said, we talk a lot about algorithms and stuff and behaviors and stuff like that. It's just like bait. They put something on a hook and throw it out in the water and see if you'll bite. Now they got content for 3 days. Then once it's ate, after they fry that fish up, they put something else out on the hook and they throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? So they can get more content. But right. To me, I don't consider that as content. You're a content creator, Uncle Tim. You're an author. You're a writer. You know how to. Reading is not just coming on cussing someone out. Right. You know how to really make it like you're in the room with you. That's a gift. Cussing, that's kind of cool and all, but I mean, it only can take you so far. And it's definitely not going to make your videos get you paid for so long. Channels like that get reported for hate speech. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. If I had bigger balls, I excuse my language.
Oh Lord.
I would go ahead and flag these people. Flag them. I mean, it'd be very easy to do. You can flag the channels. You can flag them for using my content. I can do all
you have a right to do that.
They make such a big deal of this doxing thing. Girl. You put anybody's name in Google, child. That's all they report. That ain't no damn investigative work. Your phone number, that's just like picking up the phone book, the white pages.
Well, it's not even that it's investigating work. It's just it's a new form of public shaming, as they did back in the day when they used to, I don't even know if that word could be said, flogging, when they used to embarrass people and put them in the middle of the streets and throw them with rocks, and all the townspeople will stand around and look and embarrass them. That's all doxing is a new form of public to shame someone, to just really get into their spirit, And unfortunately, they're going to end up really like your book. Somebody's going to end up messing with the wrong one. And it's going to be a very, very sad day.
Right.
A very sad day.
We'll end up on the news. I think my next book is going to be about some of these trolls. Trolls going to come up missing. I haven't seen her. She just went away. It's an idea, and it's a start. Start with an idea, right?
Hey, what you know what? Turn them lemons into lemonade, Uncle Tim. Right. That's your gift, and amongst many others, Right. So they actually deep down they love you. They wish they could get on and sit in their chairs, swing back and laugh, and have the confidence and have have that confidence. You're not ashamed of where you've been. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you tell your story, and you love God, and the devil don't like that. Right.
Yeah, she's evil, honey. This thing don't even show. I mean, it's a blank screen. They don't even bother with avatar. They don't know nothing. So they just sit there and watch you, and then repeat all the facts of your life. So basically, you can't talk. You can't say anything. Because you can't have a intelligent conversation on any subject. And here we are in Domestic Violence Month.
Yeah.
Right? Or Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Yeah.
You can't talk about it because whatever. Oh, what did he say? Oh, he had his mama got pushed out the window. That's fodder for them. I don't understand it. I think a huge part of the problem is my age. I mean, I don't think I should be treated any differently because of my age, but it's a natural process that as you get older, honey, you start realizing things that are not funny. You start knowing what respect is. I don't think these people even know what respect is.
Right.
Right. I think they have to go in there and say the worst thing I can say about you, about your mama, about your daddy, about your children, about your home, about everything about you. There are no limits at all. Right. It's a sign of maturity. And I believe mental illness.
Yeah. My dad says the same thing. He says it's demonic. It's not natural for a human being that is healthy and happy to want to portray that type of behavior on a consistent basis. Something is wrong with their spirit. So, and he's 70. So, and he's wise. He gets on me. So,
that's good. You got your daddy around, man.
Yeah, I love my papa. He's a good man. He's a good man.
Yeah, I never had that experience. I never experienced a father. And I do believe that I had a lot of serious issues with black males after the experience with my mother at 6 years old. I think it's strange that I would only remember those incidents. I have no other memory of it at 6 years old. But I remember all of the violence, right? So it messes people up for a lifetime. Not only you, the man who hit you, but your children.
Right.
You got
I remember when I was adopted. Not adopted, my bad. Well, pieces of when I was adopted. I didn't know I was being adopted, but I actually used to have this dream, Uncle Tim, where, I'll email you about that because I ain't ready to get dragged about that. I'll save it for my audience when I'm ready to tell. I'll email it and tell you about it. But I actually found out something that happened to me when I was two weeks old or whatever. Stuff like that sticks in the brain.
Right.
Just like what we discussed on here online. They say that it doesn't matter. You can't go online and cuss somebody out 24 hours a day and just turn your computer off and walk away and just go to McDonald's and pick flowers out and go to the library and read books like you just didn't just try to slash somebody's soul out their spirit. Like, come on now. You're not going to make me believe that. No psychiatrist, psychologist, no therapist. Nobody's going to believe that. You're not fooling me. Not anybody with any sense.
Right. I'm going to cause you to lose your job, and somehow that makes me. I made $16 on that video, right? I mean, what kind of a brain comes up with some shit like that, right? You have children in the house; they have to eat. And then these people, some of these people, they're going around the apartment. Oh, look at the dirt on the floor. Look at this. Girl, do you ever raise any kids?
But do you know what is crazy, Uncle Tim? There are channels that mothers have where they come and show their whole house, and it's a mess because they have children, and they get millions and millions of views. These little 5,000, 15,000 views, that's chump change. These people are getting 50,000 within a few hours when they come on. That's the dream. They're making money, real money. They're their own boss.
Talking about real stuff. Well, people
living their lives and really enjoying YouTube. Of course, there's issues and things like that, and it's a lot of work. It's not easy, but people get paid for showing, cleaning up dog poo, kennels, all kinds of stuff. Nobody lives in a perfectly spotless house that has a family or any living organism that lives in one. That's unrealistic.
Right.
But this is the beef sector. So, those kind of things,
Well, it kills me, these people like David Dobrik, white guy, Jewish guy. They get 3 million views on a video. The video is only 6 minutes. I mean, they don't have lives and stuff like that. But they become multimillionaires.
Right.
I think a lot of it is about race because there's so many more white people. Such a bigger audience, and plus if you're attracting to a younger audience too. Every time they burp, it's 1 million views. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of enjoy what we do here on the beef sector. You got to like what you're doing, or you ain't gonna want to do it.
Well, I think the ones that have been here the longest, they're a lot more wiser and know how to move a little bit more strategically to keep to maintain the beef to where it's not so detrimental to where, because if you start losing pieces to the beef sector, it's not going to be, if you calling people's jobs and wiping people out or getting people to go to jail and beating the brakes off of people and everybody locked up, who's going to be here to beef with? You want people, you have to know the history for the audience to really like it, because the other people are going to reject them initially, or they're not going to get paid. They're just going to be looked at as a troll or just a nuisance. Like it's a very dysfunctional family, but all the doxing and violence and rolling up to people's houses, it needs to stop, or the beef sector is going to die.
Right.
It's on life support. Just like it's on life support. I've been said that a couple of years ago. So y'all gonna have to band together, the old heads, the OGs out here, the ones that bring numbers, and play better. Play a little bit better, or they're gonna come in here and wipe us all out.
Maybe as a sector, they can do something together. Like, hey, here are the rules of the beef sector: do not enter. Right? We don't dox. We don't dox. Kids are off limits. Parents are off limits. Speak to the person you're talking to. You can have 5 or 6 rules. This is the beef sector. We're going to determine what the beef sector is in order for it to survive. Right? Otherwise, you're going to find people like this dog. Dee. I got Dee.
Wash your hands, please. Wash your hands.
We have our language. Right. So.
And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying in a sense, Uncle Tim, to tell people in a sense what to do. I'm talking about in regards for survival, for the channels to maintain, because there's some rules and stuff that. Okay. I keep trying to, I don't want to see y'all go like that. You know what I mean? Like how, because it's just too much. If you ain't gonna have nobody to debate with, how you going? You have to have somebody to go back and forth with, to wrestle with, tongue wrestle. If everybody's tongues is taking out their mouth, who you go? Who you go?
Well, I had the language of that person is dead to me, right?
Yeah.
What I realized very quickly is all the people that I would have beef with, talk to, conversation with, I killed them all off, right?
Yeah.
Who do I talk to?
Yeah.
I don't talk to her. I don't talk to him. I don't, So you have to let them live, I guess.
Yeah.
There's certain things I'm not going to deal with. Like, I think the situation with the 5A, the thing that the last straw with her was when she put her child up here. I mean, she throws her up all the time, but I just couldn't deal with that. I just couldn't deal with that because then accusing me of being a child molester against a girl child. I'm not. I'm gay. What the hell? I have to be interested in a child. She put that child on that page, and I decided, no, you have to go. And then this situation with all this, I'm going to mail. I don't know if she ever did. But all my neighbors are still smiling at me. Your neighbors and all. If you're going to go to that extent, then I really don't have anything to say to you. And I know that the 5 likes me. She likes me. She don't want to say it, but she was playing my content on her channel yesterday. I know she does.
I mean, because she needs you to argue with. You're the bulk of her numbers. She does great comment when y'all argue back and forth. Y'all do great numbers together. That's the analytical facts. Right. When y'all argue back and forth, the analytics don't lie. Right. She recognizes that. She knows that. That's no shade to her. That's just facts.
Right. Yeah. So, if 5A feels pushed in the corner, though, she does stuff like that, right? When I accuse her of buying her own gifts because she's getting all the gifts, right? The next day is when she came out with that she goes email all my neighbors my picture. Right? So we don't know how we touched something there, but that's the way I kind of feel the same way. Really, I got to get to whoever this motherfucker is. I got to get him off my back. Right. Right. But the thing is, they're gone, honey. So yeah. But I'm glad you see some of the same things that I see.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've seen the beef sector being built. I've been around here for a long time. I mean, I know some really good strategies. I mean, I could have a lot of numbers and stuff like that, but I don't have the my spirit. I can't argue with. That's not my personality. I can't I would fall apart. Like I can't. It's not that I'm weak or nothing. It's just not. I'm an empath. I can't just constantly. You know what I'm saying? I'll feel bad afterwards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Argue every day.
Yeah, no. Now, if I cut you out, you only have to cut you out one time. Now, don't get twisted up with them. I got a bad mouth now. Right. But
unfortunately, that's what gets the numbers, though. They like the beef. Where's the beef? Where's the beef, honey?
You're right.
They'll red ball past your whole goddamn thing to get to the beef.
Right, to get directly to the beef. But the thing is, Uncle Tim, when you came on here, you had mixture. You can do it all, though. You have a core. I've looked at your analytics. I've studied. I've seen when when you didn't versus when you do. You have a core audience, and you have a loyal audience. These people are. I watch your. You can ask the moderators down there. These people really, genuinely love and care about you and respect you. They really do. They could care less if you're true supporters that love you. They could care less if you beef ever again. They don't actually like you. They actually don't like you upset. They're afraid you're gonna fall out on the camera right in front of our eye. They get nervous.
I don't know why they all think I want to stroke out, child. I've been reading people since I was a child. It might be more from the hellhole I was raised in. Like in my years, and we just always yelled and screamed. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, my mom was like.
I enjoy it most of the time, and this StreamYard thing is a new thing, right? Maybe I'll enjoy that as well, letting other people talk. So did you read the book?
I'm waiting for you to send me my copy.
They'll be here tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll be here tomorrow.
It's not this. I enjoy the Audible, but I want to hold the book. I need to hold the book in my hand, and you know what I'm saying, because I have astigmatism in both of my eyes. I wanted to really register. I fall asleep listening to the Audible and stuff. It's really, really good. It's amazing. I don't want to give nothing away though. Right. Yeah. But I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll put them in the mail tomorrow.
Okay. Well, make sure your email locked down, child. Got 2 verifications.
You have I have your address, right?
I'm gonna send it to you.
Make sure I have it.
Yeah. I probably have to send it with a bodyguard in a pit bull. They gonna get me, Uncle Tim. They gonna get me.
They shouldn't be able to get you coming to my email though. I ain't doing that shit. It's strange. It never even occurs to me to dox people and do all that kind of shit. I understand that they coming after somebody. Like for me, I'm only on YouTube because I took offense at something that Walter Lee Hampton did, right? My first 10 videos were about Walter Lee Hampton. I'm sure he thought about me the way I feel about this stump creature who is stalking me, right? But I didn't come on. I never even I wasn't monetized for one thing, and it never occurred to me that I would be doing this to get numbers or anything. I just had a problem with him and the situation with this HIV stuff, and that's how I got started, right? That's how I started my channel. So I guess if that's what they feel like, I'll just attach to somebody and they're going to drag me in where I have numbers. Because you can't deny that the woman went, I can't say the woman, it went from damn near zero. She'd been around here 4 years. She only had maybe 10 videos on there, and maybe she had less than 100 subscribers. Now all of a sudden, 1,000 a week later.
I mean, well, it was very strategic. It was very, very strategic. Who Stump Down picked? He watched you. He studied you. Facts. Then he went to Jay Wilson. He read two people that will respond. That would keep his name in the analytics. So it starts typing in Stump Down, right? And then he went over to then something happened between him and something. Then he went to Vivian, so they got double for their trouble because both of their channels got monetized. And then of course to get you the cash cow. Sean Bradley, James Caldwell, y'all the cash cows. With in regards to putting y'all, if I go make a video and put all y'all name in there and just start cussing y'all out and stuff like that or whatever, by the end of the month I'll be able to give me some new draws or something.
Right. There are better ways to do it, baby.
Yep. But you know,
cuss folks out. Sometimes we just gotta pick our poison. Right. Well, that would be fine with me if the bitch went over there saying all this horrible shit about me every day. I mean, how do you respond to something like that? And when they're mentally ill,
you don't.
Just let them just cuss me out.
That's too low.
And half of Stump Down shit is a lie. Almost all of it is a lie. She don't know how to dox nobody, girl. She just, I called this person. I called that person. I said, really? I left there 20 years ago. How you call them?
Well, he has watched you for so long. He know how to watch you. So that's the art of part of the trick to the beef sector. You watch and study the person, you find out their triggers, and you antagonize them until they respond. Now y'all can get in this analytical thing together to where money starts being made. And if people start cash apping them, yeah, get that mother. Yeah, he don't like his shoes. Talk about when his drawers was dirty on the left side. You know, all that kind of stuff.
A cup of coffee.
Yeah. Remember when tell him when her wig was hanging out on the side and her daddy dropped her off and her feet was dirty. She gonna get real mad. People pay, they give money behind the scenes. They pay these content creators to drag people.
Right.
You know.
I just hope, at least hope they don't have no gay people over there making fun of people with HIV. I think it's just so pathetic and pitiful. But you're right, they do it for a response, you know. But it's not funny anymore. It's not funny when people are dropping dead every 2 weeks around here, you know.
Yeah.
Then I tell you, well, bitch, I had HIV for 32 years, girl. When is the other shoe gonna drop? You keep telling me I'm on my way out, it's gonna drop, girl. Just show me your picture so I can see your face, so I can have an opinion about when you're gonna drop. I have a strong suspicion they ain't gonna be pretty. Whatever, girl. She reminds me of the drag queens. Let me tell you about this. When I was selling drugs, and see, I'm not ashamed of selling drugs because I was a drug addict. That's what we do. We sell drugs to each other. All this shit about the push and all that stuff, that's some kind of old fantasy. Maybe some heroin addicts do. I don't know what they do in their communities. But we're drug addicts, so we have to We sold drugs to each other. But the main place where I sold drugs was called the New Pacific Hotel in San Francisco. And most of the people who lived there were transgenders, right? Prostitution. There was drug dealers. The house was always full of criminals, right? Tricks running out with no drawers on. People just holding took his pants, run out to the Lord have it. Back when I first went into that hotel, there was a guy. I guess he had been robbed, and he was carrying his clothes. He was naked, carrying his clothes, running after some queen. Took his wallet. Anyway, so I was exposed to a lot of girls that were not on the higher echelons, right? That's what she remembered of, child. She reminded me of these people who had these hard lives, strung out on. I don't know how she got through life. If she's obviously a transgender because she says she's a man, but she sounds like a woman. So I mean, what else could you be? And obviously, you admire all these drag queens because you got them in every thumbnail, right? So she's probably an old drag queen or transgender person, right? That's my chain of thought. I don't want to insult my sisters, but she reminds me of those kind of people, low-life people who've been thrown out of the house at 12 years old, street people who've been strung out since they were babies. That kind of person. Those are the ones that all be over there. Get another race, hey! Get another race, hey! All this whole shit. Ooh, drag! Ooh, drag! All this shit. This girl is 53 years old. She's from a hard background, but she want to come in here pretending now she's a nurse. And she's so concerned about where I get my money from. I think a lot of these hoes is jealous. And when I say hoes, I'm usually not talking about women at all. I'm talking about usually queens. Those are my favorites because I don't like to be offensive, right?
Right.
People are they're so invested in where I live, how I get my money, of the taxpayers. I'm a taxpayer. I'm a tax girl. So I was a taxpayer, niggas. So what? I did drugs for a few years, girl. I'm 67 years old. That means that's 50 years of not doing drugs, nigga, which means I would have to work, right? But they have a social problem. It'd be sitting on my ass collecting Social Security. That's what it comes down to. They're jealous. I remember when people first started getting sick, and all these HIV people were getting houses and apartments and things. And some of these cities, Nicole, are really, really hard to make it in, right? But then you had all these people with HIV, and they were getting free apartments and whatever, and then they were getting their income, and the income is it's hardly anything. But a lot of people got jealous of those people. They said, why they got the apartment? Hell, I'm still struggling. I got all these roommates and all this kind of stuff. And they get jealous. They say, why he living fine? I'm living fine, child, because I'm 67 years old. It happens to everybody, girl. You're gonna move into senior housing, you're gonna have some kind of subsidy, because you're not gonna be able to live on Social Security by itself. I mean, God willing, you would own your own home or something. But there's got to be more than just Social Security. Because Social Security just gives you the baseline, honey. It ain't hardly anything. It's just enough for you to barely survive, right? So I think they think I should be homeless or something. I don't know. They have a fixed idea of what a drug addict is, right? And it just ain't necessarily so. I'm not a drug addict.
Well, a drug addict wouldn't be sitting up there like that. They would have been sold all them damn statues. Somebody would have been pushing your ass out of that chair, selling it right down right on camera. Talking about, let me borrow this real quick. Shit.
You couldn't have them indoors, baby.
Right.
Child, I have statues not because I have a lot of money, child. I have statues because I'm a decorator. That is what my interest is. So just like you go out and buy yourself a new outfit, or might buy yourself a new wig or whatever, I go out and buy statues instead.
My dad does the same thing. And he goes and looks like for deals, and he finds he loves wood. Like, wood cabinets, and then he'll like get a new one every couple of years, and he'll donate it, to the church or to a family or something like that. But he finds the most beautiful redwood or oak wood, beautiful wood pieces, and beautiful clocks. He loves clocks.
Right.
Grandfather clocks and stuff like that. Yeah. He loves to do that kind of stuff.
Right. That's wonderful. Collect. You got to get in. If you get retired, especially, you need things to do with your brain, man.
Yeah, my dad says that too.
Yeah. My friend Gamage, he's a moderator on here, comes in occasionally, but he's got to have 5,000 comic books. He got them all up under the bed. He got them all. He got everywhere. It's just something about the joy of collecting something, right? So
we all have something. I mean, isn't that the perks of being alive, to have something that brings, you know?
Right. Well,
I like dogs.
You like dolls or dogs?
Dogs.
Real dogs.
Yeah, I like dogs.
Yeah, yeah, I love dogs. It's only my second one. I love dogs.
Yeah.
They even talk about your dog
is so fat.
What kind is yours again?
I have a mutt. I got a hind.
Well, that's called a designer dog. She is unique. I'm unique, Mama.
I have a chug.
So he's part
it's a Chihuahua and Pug mixed.
Oh.
But she was a hoe, Uncle Timothy. She was a hoe. She got out she was a hoe, and she slept with Sweeney's brother. She had babies with a full bred. Isn't Sweeny a Shih Tzu?
No, he's a Lhasa Apso. He looks almost identical to a Shih Tzu, though. They're very close cousins.
Oh, okay. Well, she got stuck with a full bred Maltese, and had She had six pups. 7.
Right. Your sound just went out. Okay. I'm sorry to be. I know you guys over here. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to learn this stuff. How come y'all not coming in and talking on the side?
Can you hear me, Uncle Tim?
I hear you now, but you're out for a minute. Yeah.
Oh, okay. My phone rang. But anyway, she had 7 puppies. But when pugs, they have big heads, so normally they have to have C-sections or whatever. So she had to have five. It was $5,500 to get them puppies out. One of them didn't survive. Yep, and that was 13 years ago. So she's 15 years old, and I got the baby, the one that the what they call the runt. Right. Yeah, I kept the runt.
$5,000. Oh my God.
It was $5,000 to because she had to have an emergency C-section.
Right.
Yeah, so I delivered 3 of them, but the rest of them had to be cut. They had to be cut out through C-section.
Right. And what did you do with them?
I wanted to keep them, but it was too much. I actually went online and requested for come by and interview, and I handpicked people that came by, and I gave them to some special people. One of the ladies took the dog all the way to Alaska. One lady was a doctor, and another lady was a chef.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. They were beautiful dogs. I ended up with the ugly one. Yeah.
You're not supposed to call your children ugly. It affects them.
She has a face that only a mother would love.
My mama say I'm ugly.
That dog eats steak, chicken, and hot dog.
I used to think some of the pugs were kind of unattractive. They look like bulldogs, right? But now I think it's so cute, especially the young ones, the little faces. And I like the way they walk. They walk like Popeye the Sailor Man.
Yeah.
Right. The back end is muscle bound,
They're
cute. We have a great dog park here, a block away. I see all kinds of dogs, every breed. I don't know what God was up to, but they're certainly beautiful.
Oh, so many.
Nicole, why? I refuse to believe that I am so unpopular that no one has clicked in here. Am I doing something wrong?
Probably probably scared. No, they probably not like that. Forgive me, audience. I don't mean it like that. Probably just nervous. I mean, it's not that easy to just click on, someone's link like that. You have to,
Yeah,
so I'm up here. Uncle Tim ain't gonna bite your head off. Y'all come up here. I can walk you through if you have any problems or whatever. I'll put the mic on mute. He ain't gonna do nothing to you. Nikki, won't you come up here so Uncle Tim can hear your voice? She probably at work though.
I just want to know damn thing's working. This is Gamage Carter. This is what I'm talking about. Here's the guy with the comic books. He lives a couple of blocks up. Well, one stop up on the Muni. Or is it 2 stops, Gamage Carter? Hi, Linda. Okay. I've been neglecting the chat too. I talk all day for work. Okay, I talk all day for work. I don't like to talk. I come here to listen. That's right. It's your thing. Do what you want.
Do what you want to do. Hey.
I can tell you who to sock it to. If you want me to love you, maybe I will. Believe me, woman, it ain't no big deal. I love when the words come back. Words to these music. I never listen to music. I never listen to radio or anything. And the words come back to you.
Come to you. I could just remember the beat.
Do what you want to do. Don't let me tell you who you do your thing to now.
My dog is hollering now at you.
Ooh, he said, please shut up. Mommy, Mickey, stop. Mickey, stop.
She thinks she's human. You ever seen a dog that look like they try to talk? Like she tries to move like she's trying to talk. Like you can't talk. Like go somewhere.
Right. Well, they want to communicate, but they have to do it all with their eyes, Their eyes, the tail. The tail means I'm happy, right? My tail ain't doing something right. And mine sits there and looks at me until I figure it out. Okay, you got water, you got food. Is it time to go out? Such and such. But all he can do is communicate with the eyes. And sometimes he'll just come and lay his whole body on me, right? Lay all like that, all in my face. And usually that means that it's either 4:30 or 5 o'clock. And I've neglected the time. Ooh, what time is it? Oh, you different time.
You have been on Uncle TimothyBlaine for 1 hour, 13 minutes and 10 seconds.
Right, it's 5 o'clock. See, my dog goes out at 4:30 generally. So at 5 o'clock he starts getting antsy. He'll be coming over here scratching my leg in a minute.
Oh, he be on time then. That's why he walked up to him and started barking.
Right. It's exact times. He knows he goes out at 4:30, and he knows he goes out he wakes me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Right. If I don't get it, I'm still asleep, whatever. Then he'll come in and sit on top of my head until I get it. Oh, okay, dog. I kind of like it because it gives you some exercise at least. I do a couple miles in the morning and then a mile at night.
Have you noticed at the dog park, have any of the other owners' dogs been somewhat aggressive because of the pandemic?
Aggressive? No, I haven't experienced that. There's one, they don't like each other, but there's one dog he doesn't like. They don't like each other, so they always react to each other. But he gets along with dogs pretty good. Not a long time, he just sniffed their nose, and he goes around, and they sniff the booty. Then they go around and sniff the private parts, and then they're done with it. They go on to the next one. He has more of a relationship with dogs pee than he does with the actual animal.
Just trying to sniff out the ground. Trying to sniff out their ground. That's what they do. And dogs that urinate certain areas, leave a spot. You know what I'm saying? To
you gotta let you know this is my home. That's
right.
This is my house.
Right. Yep.
And sometimes he waits until the other dog pees so he can go behind and pee on top of his pee.
Right.
You ain't running nothing around here. So there's always these big spots around the neighborhood. Go ahead.
Who?
No, somebody came in here, but they didn't show their face, so that's cool. But I gotta take the baby out. I gotta take the baby out. It was sure good having conversation with you. Thanks for coming in. Okay, and thank you guys in the chat. I know I neglected you today. Your uncle's getting old. You can't do more than one thing at a time.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Bye, everybody. See you soon with him. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.